I think it's right around 10 a.m. now on Thursday, October 24th, 2024. And I've been up since 6:30 on my feet, cleaning out this place, pulling everything away from the walls, moving things around at the last minute so that the exterminator could get to all of the baseboard pipes and access the entire perimeter of this unit as requested by management. And so I cleared out the bathroom, which I've now had to put stuff back into, cleared out the perimeter of this entire unit, pulled everything away from the walls, emptied the cabinets, and made sure that the exterminator had access to all the baseboards all the way around. And now I'm putting everything back, and there's just this gorgeous sunlight coming through here, and everything feels absolutely magical. Halloween is in 7 days. And I have a bench trial for the summary process case that the landlord has against me in 3 weeks, minus 1 day. But I'm not stressed out about it. And it's a gorgeous morning, and it's finally feeling a little bit like autumn, even though it's still a really warm, summery, sunny day out. There's been a Halloween-y vibe throughout the morning today, which wasn't there over the last 5 days or so, ever since it started getting really warm this past weekend. Saturday the 19th or 18th and Sunday the 20th were warm, sunny, summery days, and Monday and Tuesday were even warmer. So it really hasn't been feeling terribly Halloweenish lately, but this morning was cloudy, dark, gray, a bit chilly, and it felt like autumn finally. And now that the extermination is over and I can move all my stuff back into place and not be dealing with the giant pile of stuff in the middle of my unit, I am looking forward to settling in and enjoying fall. This summary process case is not going to get very far. So it's illegal. And sooner or later, the law is going to prevail, right? The law always prevails eventually. You might need a different judge or a different venue or a different jury or whatever, but the law always prevails. You can't ignore the existing laws. And so far, this case has ignored the existing laws, blatantly so. That's why it's made it this far in court. But it can't go much farther without being flagged for all kinds of craziness that is basically judicial anarchy. And I'm just going to enjoy my morning. I have a lot of legal stuff to do today. It will get done. But right now I'm going to just put everything back into place and just marinate in this beautiful autumn feel. It felt a little bit hocus pocusy this morning again, maybe like a scene out of Sleepy Hollow. And it felt very Sleepy Hollow-ish, but I was also getting a very strong Bette Midler and Hocus Pocus kind of vibe. She was fabulous in that movie. And that's the atmosphere that I've been getting, a little bit of Vampire Diaries as well, just a little bit of that mystery, vampire-y kind of situation going on. But check out that beautiful morning sunlight and the pumpkins. I don't really have a lot of places to put the pumpkins because, again, I had to move my entire apartment to the middle of the room. So I will find another place for the pumpkins besides the windowsill, hopefully, once I put everything back into these cabinets, minus a few items that I don't need. But at least the floor is clean. At least the extermination took place. It was supposed to take place on Monday morning at 8, and I was up bright and early and waiting for the exterminator, and he never showed up, and that ruined the entire day. I mean, I literally was so wiped out that I slept until like 1 p.m. that day, and then the day is gone. So, yeah, maybe there'll be a few less cockroaches in this unit. I really suspect somebody's been like propagating cockroaches into this unit, given that the landlord has been using the services of a career hate-stalking psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry for the last 11 years now. Then anything that happens in this unit should not be a surprise. The vandalizing of my nice things, the contamination of the food and the polluting of the tap water, all kinds of bugs and cockroaches just suddenly exploding in here, like from one day to the next. like they weren't there the day before. There was nothing the day before. And all of a sudden there's like hundreds of them running around the next day. It's like somebody's coming in here and releasing them. And Irizarry herself has physically demonstrated the ability to pick the lock to that door. I mean, if somebody wants to get in here, they just pick the lock. And how do you pick a lock? You watch a YouTube video. It's not science fiction. It's not brain science. I mean, it's not brain surgery. It's not science fiction. It's not brain surgery, right? Anybody can pick a lock. And when I tell people this, they get all like weird about it. Like, oh, well, why would anybody do that? Well, because they're being paid to do that, right? Because they want to. If you can't pick a lock and you have that mindset, then why wouldn't you, right? There's a lot of stupid people out there who are too idiotic to understand what I'm telling them. There's a psychopath who is being sponsored by the Greenville Group living in the unit behind this wall. Not officially, that unit is vacant and empty right now, and it has been vacant and vacant, empty, and unrented for 2 years. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. Irizarry the psychopath was officially housed in the unit behind this wall between 2013 and 2022, where her handler, Oleg Galisiev, continuously praised her cybercrime abilities and her ability to get into anything, as he put it. She is so talented. She can get into anything. She can take care of anything. So if she can take care of anything, then she can take care of propagating large amounts of, insects into this unit that were not there the day before. And that continue to show up in spite of multiple visits from the exterminator, who seems to be a little bit mystified as to how there can still be hundreds of cockroaches running around in this unit. I don't have food lying around. It has nothing to do with the boxes that I've had. I've had these boxes for 13 years. I've lived in this unit for 13 years. I lived in this unit for 12 years before I ever saw a cockroach. For 12 years, there were no cockroaches in this unit. But those boxes have been there since I moved in. So if the boxes were somehow magically creating cockroaches, then the cockroaches would have shown up at the same time as those boxes did 13 years ago when I moved in. But for the first 12 years of my residency here, there have been no cockroaches because this place does not normally have cockroaches. I suspect that Irizarry, the paid career asswipe, hate stalking psychopath, is deliberately propagating cockroaches in this unit. Possibly rodents as well, because again, for the first 10 or 11 years that I lived in this unit, there were no mice. I was really starting to think that this building was radioactive for the first 10 or 11 years that I lived here, because I never saw a single spider. There were no flies. There were no pests, none. But I still had all these boxes, right? These boxes have been here since the day that I moved in. But it took 12 years for cockroaches to show up. So the cockroaches are not being caused by anything that I have in this unit. I don't have food. I don't have any perishables. These are all papers, glassware, Tupperware, china, holiday decorations like lights and things like that. Nothing perishable. So, stupid people like to just make up stories about what they don't understand and know nothing about. And what they understand and know nothing about has nothing to do with reality. So the cockroaches in this unit are not coming from anything that I am or am not keeping in here or doing, right? I sweep, I clean, the floor is clean. There's no food items lying around. There's no piles of dust everywhere. I sweep, including the corners. And if I sweep, then I sweep more than the asswipe, perving, creeping psycho scum in the other units, because I never see any of those rejects doing any sweeping or cleaning. I'm the only person who walks up and down the hallway with a broom in their hand and a dustpan. I'm not sure what these other people do to clean their units, but I don't see anybody else ever cleaning. I'm the only one with a broom in the hallway outside of their door. That's the broom that maintenance gave me, and it's the building's broom, so I just keep it there. It's not mine, but I'm the only one who uses it. So you do the math on that one, folks. Oh, but what a gorgeous morning. Again, it feels like summer, but I'm finally getting this fall feel, and maybe we'll get some cooler weather soon. I'm hoping. I really hate this hot weather in October. It's like seasonal dissonance. You feel like it's August, but it's October. But at least there's the pumpkins and this gorgeous morning sunlight. I'm just going to go with that.